This conference will now be recorded.
Of a series of 7 webinars on the IME product ranges. I introduce myself. I'm Matteo Tinagli. I'm the IME Export Manager. Today we will focus on a very important launch for IME, which is the new range of energy meters. I'm already very positively satisfied by the fact that many participants are in this webinar. Today in this moment I see around 150 people. I expect even more people to come in the webinar. Okay, Stefano, you can put the next slide. So I introduce the team, the IME Export Team. With me work Paolo Meloni, Maurizio San Giorgi, Stefano Chirichini. You can see their coordinates. They are the sales and technical guys. So in the future, whatever problem you will face, the team is there to support you. It's important to say that as you have already seen in the right of the screen, there is a chat, and you feel free, please, in any moment to write your questions in the chat, because the questions will be answered live. I will also collect the most interesting questions to be answered for everybody at the end of the webinar during the Q&A moment. Okay, Stefan. So this is the agenda of today. I will give an introduction, a quick one on IME. Then Stefano will do the big part, the core of this webinar on all the technical details of the new energy meters range. And at the end, we will have, as I said, a Q&A moment. So, a little bit of history about IME. IME was founded just after the Second World War by an Italian family of Milan, more precisely Corsico. The company main activity was producing electrical metering devices. During the 90s, IME was already a supplier of Legrand and Viticino, and in 2015, so 5 years ago, Viticino acquired IME. Today, IME is the specialist brand within for electrical metering devices. It's important to say that both the R&D, the research and development, and the production are still based in the Corsico facility. So our products are made in Italy. We can say that we are co-leaders in Europe. In fact, 90% of our sales are done in the European area. Okay. Being part of such a big multinational company gives to IME the possibility to invest on new developments and to strictly follow all the market trends. If we have a look, a quick overview of our product range, we have really tons, thousands and thousands of reference numbers. Of course, starting from the most dated products, which are the analog meters, that I have to say still sell, as you know also, I imagine very well. But where we put our effort and our resources is on the development of the electronic ranges, starting with, of course, the energy meter that we will see in detail today. Then another very important family for us, very important family, which was the success of IME, we can say, in the past years, is the multifunction meters family. We will talk in detail about this family in 1 week. Inside the multifunction meters family, there is one particular device which is quite interesting because it's our power quality analyzer. We will talk in detail about the power quality analyzer on the 14th of May. Then the current transformers, an important, let's say, family, very important family where IME is recognized. It's a range of current transformers. Sorry, we have plenty of models: voltage transformers, current transformers, closed core, open core, precision transformer, measure transformer, Rogowski coil technology. We will talk about the transformer family the 4th of June. Then we have NEMO S6. What is the NEMO S6? NEMO S6 is our solution. It's a system. It's a modular, compact, expandable system for the measuring and the controlling the breakers of an electrical panel. We will talk about NEMO S6 on the 28th of May. Then we have the protection family with our earth leakage relays, both for AC application and DC application. We just released our earth leakage relay type B for DC applications. We have also some models that are conceived for medical applications. Then we have the family for industrial automation with our ranges of transducers. Last but not least, it's our software for remote monitoring of the electrical installation and the metering, our metering devices. Through a range of web server, we can create web pages to display on PC or any kind of smartphone or tablet the different electrical parameters, the histograms, all the information about electrical, water, or gas consumption. Now I leave the word to our technical expert, Stefano. Please, Stefano.
So, hello and everybody, and welcome to our first webinar. As already said by Matteo, I'm Stefano Chierichini, technical commercial for the export part of the IME brand. Feel free to make any question on the chat. My colleagues answer you directly on the chat. Or if it is a very interesting question, there is a particular part at the end with question and answer that I directly answer to all the questions you have. Today we will present the new range of the counters, which will replace the current range. Let's start with a small recap of the importance of the measure. So why it's important to measure? I take in account in Italy, for example, and I know in other many countries too, the state incentivate to improve the system by reducing the energy cost and improving its performance. Taking our country an example, Italy, the state issue green certificate, which translate into tax cut and the real reduction of duties. Furthermore, in recent years, the Industry 4.0 increasingly taking hold. Industry 4.0 is the possibility to remotely reading the electrical parameter of your system and taking a decision. It is also very important to analyze the energy quality of our system, as it is possible to identify the weak point, such, for example, a load imbalance, an expected energy consumption, and if I have energy production, such a photovoltaic, it's important to understand that I can succeed to use all the energy I create, I produce, and not to leave it wasted to leave to the utility, for example. So where we can measure, it's everywhere there is electricity consumption, more or less. For example, campsite, harbor, common parts, residential areas, or condominium, we can use instrument capable of reading currents and voltages and consequently energy. Rather than in existing plan with low, medium, or high currents. Here, current and or voltage transformers will come to our aid. As I say, today we are going to introduce the new range of meters, which together with the transformer are one of the first steps of monitoring. We will move from the actual range with the yellow front to the new range. The first difference are already evident, including is a new graphical interface that improves the user experience in navigation menu, for example. So a better interaction leads to a faster configuration of the instrument itself. New features are added, such as bidirectionality, currently only on the multifunction. And we also add, for example, double tariff on all the models and a pulse input. Remain the variants with the Modbus or emboss. That is the emboss is available shortly, and impulse output to remote the energy count. All the new models will be backlit. The old segment display is replaced by a graphic display that allows a better resolution. The most important is the models will be available in mid and not mid version. Remember, only energy meter and not the multifunction are available in mid version. This is one, that's why I have to choose energy meter and not a multifunction. It is also true that with the terms energy meter, we don't mean only to measure energy, but a lot of parameters that we will see in the next slide. As mentioned a little while ago, the energy meter are one of the first steps for the measurement. So the application segment range from shopping center to the industry, office tower, and so on and so on. Show here the entire range that will replace the current in catalog. We start from the consolidated one modules the meter, flanked by the new two modules meter. We have the solution with the direct session up to 63 and 125 amps, with insertion from, and the other with insertion for the current transformer. We speak about the current transformer and their choice in the next webinar. There are many changes that we made in this new range. As mentioned, the new display is able to show new parameters such as absorbed and produced energy, so the bidirectionality. Simplified navigation thanks to the indication shown directly on the screen. Therefore, the function of the two buttons varies according to the screen display. On the display, you will be shown the functionality of the button on the particular screen. On the communication side, specifically in Modbus, there is the possibility for enabling an 120 ohms termination resistor directly on the setup. So therefore, there is no longer to insert the resistance on the bus, on the end of the phone, on the last instrument on the bus. So there is the possibility of storing impulsing deriving from a third-party gas or water meter has been added, which can be viewed on the display or via Modbus. Alternatively, this can be used as a tariff change. So you can use the two input you find on the upper part to change tariff or log inputs that come from third-party instrument like a gas meter or a water meter. All the connector for the voltage connector have the same size, so you can fit the same cable for phases and neutral. On the measure side, as I said, we added the bidirectionality of the energy that in general is a characteristic of the multimeter. Going even more specifically, here we see a focus of the new graphical display, capable of displaying powers and energy on the 4 quadrants. We also added the voltage and current phase angle. That is important value for find, for example, a bend insertion. So if you have more than 120 degree of angle distortion, you have a bed insertion of the voltages. In the part below, a focus of the new and more user-friendly buttons. With the long press of the set button, you can enter into the setup and view all the parameter. If you want to change this parameter, you have to input a password. Default is 1000. But you can put a custom one. So if you want, if electrician don't know the password of this energy meter, but only want to know, for example, the Modbus address, you can check it without change anything. So you can enter into the view the configuration and don't change anything. As I mentioned, the new range will be available in mid version. This means that the active energy parameter is compliant with AN 50470 in class B. For not mid version is in class 1, compliant to AN 62053. Little explanation about these two norms. The EN 5040 and the EN 62053 deals with the general prescription, test and test condition of the energy meters. For the EN 50470, it's classified the active energy in class A, B, or C. For the other one, is classified in class 1 or 2. The EN 61557 specify the requirements for power metering that measure and monitoring the electrical quantities within electrical distribution system. These requirements also define the performance in single and three-phase system up to 1000 voltage, so for the low voltage. That classify this parameter like current, voltage, frequency, and so on in different class, like class 0.5, like class 1 or 3. So return on the energy meter for one with the current transformer remain unchanged. The use for medium and high voltage. That's why we see on the bottom part the max KTV or KTA. This meaning that you use for medium and high voltages. Now we go in deep for every single instrument. We start with the new Konto D2. So current voltage indication are in class 0.5 and active energy is in class 1 for the not mid version and class B for mid version SSA. The wiring diagram had been revised to give a better and faster installation. The neutral connector, as I say, will now have the same size of the voltage connector, so you can use the same cable for the phases and for the neutral. In the upper part, you will find the connector for the Modbus and the emboss communication protocol. The input and output pulse. Obviously, it depends on the code you chosen. So if you chose, for example, the CE2DF30PCL1, you have only the pulse output and the pulse input or tariff change. So you find on the bottom part the code you choose for have a Modbus, emboss, or pulse input or output. Here the Konto D4 with the direct insertion up to 63 amps. Here we have the same technical parameter as the Konto D2 to give a continuity to the range, so obviously in the free phase. Also here the wiring diagram have been revised, but compared to the previous version, the wiring diagram has been unified both for free-phase system with and without neutral. Other things, all the voltage connector are on the bottom side for an easy install. In the next preview version, we have the neutral on the upper part. So some electricians don't find this connector on the top. In the upper part, you will find the connector for the external connectivity, like the Konto D2. As you can see, these connectors are detachable, so you can easily connect the bus without the energy meter physically connected. So the electrician go to the panel and start to connect the bus without the energy meter directly installed on it. So this is for all the new range, not only for this one. This is the Konto D4 with the current transformer insertion. Also here we have the maximum indication in 9 digits. The number of decimal part is in energy value depend by the current transformer. So if you have a higher value of current transformer ratio, your maximum indication it change the decimal part it show on the display for the energy. For the other instrument, for the Konto D4 63 and the Konto D2, you have 2 decimal point and 7 for the unit part. Also here in the upper part you find the connector for the Modbus and bus protocol input or output, like the hour of the series. A little mention go also to the already present energy meter of the actual range, which however complete the actual range. The Konto D1 and Konto D6. The D1 is the most compact single-phase energy meter of the range. The D6 is one of the most compact three-phase 125 energy meter in its field in general. Also here is very simple to navigate through menus and control all the parameters measured like the other new range we presented today. In summary, the energy meter are the basis of the measure. As a result, there are various fields in which to use them, from industrial to residential, up to counting of the energy in charging columns for electrical cars, or top of the box in data center. So there are a lot of application cases you can use this energy meter. There isn't a standard one. You can use, because as I say, the energy meter is the basis of the measure, with, for example, also the current transformer or the voltage transformer. The entire new range is fully compatible with our web server. You have only to updating it with the latest version that you will find on our website, but we talk about the website in the next webinar. The new range of meters considerably reduce the catalog codes. As an example, as I say before, for the directly 63 amps, you can use for a single code for a system with neutral and without neutral. You find, for example, on the fourth row, you have two code that in the actual gamma, in the actual range, you have a code for a free phase with neutral and a free phase without neutral. With the new range, you don't have to choose them. You have only one code that made all of the both. We are hand in hand. So I remember that you all this brochure, the brochure you find about the energy meter, this article and this presentation you will be sent by your mail at the end of the webinar by filling a feedback for the form. You find everything on our website, technical note, user manual. We can send to you, for example, also picture or deductive videos you can find on the YouTube to program the new energy meter. You find also the comparison table from the old gamma to the new gamma and the cross reference. Okay, question and answer.
So
Matteo?
Stefano, I've collected some very interesting questions.
Okay.
I will ask you the technical ones, of course. Then I answer some other kind of questions. So from Jamie.
Yeah.
Do the direct connect meters have withstand rating? For instance, 60 kA for 0.1 second.
Can you repeat, please? Sorry.
Do direct connect meters have withstand rating? So how much can they resist to a high current, in other words?
Oh, okay. It's 10 times the current for 1 second.
Jamie, if this answer satisfies you, okay. Otherwise, you are free to ask in the chat.
Obviously, after the 1 second of the 10 times, he can damage the current transformer.
Zoltan wants to know about the memory. For instance, which model can I offer that has memory and is also MID?
Okay, the energy meter don't have a memory, or better. If you mean for energy to the possibility to log value, no, it's not possible. You have to use a multifunction with memory on it. If you say to log the energy, the increase of the energy, yes, but you have the actual value of the energy. You don't have the history. The other question is, what is?
Is there a model that is memory and MID? But I think you already answered. Yeah.
Only MID.
Okay. From Hugo, what about 4 tariffs?
Okay, for tariffs now it's only for the multifunction. We add the double tariff for all the new range, but for the moment only double tariff. You can use, but you can use a 4 tariff with Modbus. So you don't have a built-in 4 tariff system. You can take the energy consumption during the day, and via Modbus you can split the tariff as you want.
Okay. From Marcin, display of the energy in megawatt hour.
Yes, for the CT version. Because as I say, if you have a high ratio of the current transformer, it changes automatically the view of the energy. So if I remember well, if I have a KTA for KTV is the multiply the ratio of the current transformer and the current voltage up to 1000, you show the megawatt hour.
Okay. A question from Mexico. This is a tricky one, I think. In Mexico, they have, of course, 127 volts. Okay, in a single phase plus neutral system.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have something for this kind of network, of electrical network?
So if I try to return to the D2, okay. So for a single phase, it doesn't power up, but you can use this one, the D4 CT, that you can connect only the single phase, this part, only only one phase, the L1 plus neutral, that is power up and start to count.
Another question from Marco was, what about meter in a 220 volt two-phase system?
This one, the same.
Okay, clear.
The same. You can find also on the bottom part. Sorry, I have an interface. Okay, on this one, try to make this one. You can use this wiring diagram. This one, not this one, depend which use is the same.
Okay, now I'm reading from the chat from 11:28 a.m. Pranas, I saw in meter description that it has hour counter. When this counter start to work, after the meter gets a load?
Yeah, it's a custom setup. You can set it on voltages. So if there is a voltage, it start to count, or there is a minimum power that you can set this minimum power.
Okay, Osman, very interesting question also. Can we communicate the energy bills of the shopping malls, hotels, or residence projects with the management's accounting program?
Yes, all the energy meter with the Modbus are, you can connect these to a third-party software or to our web server. With this web server, for example, you have the entire trend of the energy consumption of all your system composed by different energy meter, for example.
I add one question to this regarding integration, okay, with a third-party management system. Yeah. How can we display the data?
You can find on our website the Modbus protocol. So you can add the register you need, for example, the energy, the power, the current, or what you want. So you can log, you can record this data with the sample you want.
Okay. In any case, we will have a dedicated webinar on the web server. Yeah. And I think we will go in deep on this particular topic during that webinar, right?
Right.
Okay. We had Horia. We had issues with entering the menu to some meters sold in the last quarter. Was this a typical issue or not? Was a software update made?
You say actual range or the this new range or the yellow front range?
Hi, it was the yellow front range, and it was the one with current transformers. And the step was they were not passing through the password. You were introducing the password, but was not going through to the next menu.
Okay, so use the password 1000, right?
Yes.
Okay, so for the that's why one of the reason we changed the button. You have to use to enter the two thumb together.
Yes.
Press it and release it. You don't have to hold it. You have press it and release it. After that, you have to put if you don't enter into the configuration with password 1000. You have to use a password reset that I sent to you later on via mail.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you. Another question from Marcin. To Marcin, we answered about the megawatt hour displaying of energy. Marcin is also asking about function for connection diagnostic is for CT version only.
Oh, positively version. Oh, okay.
For CT current transformer version.
So if you mean that you want to know when you produce or consume, so you find the direction of the current, you did this with the power. On the display or via Modbus, you have a parameter, the power, three-phase power or the single-phase power, with a sign. If you have a minus in front of the power, you produce. When you have a plus or nothing, you consume. So via Modbus, you can check this parameter and you can act with, I don't know, with interrupt or what you want, or better, if you know that there isn't a production, in these cases you have a bad insertion.
Another from Marcin. Is it possible to read working hours and pulse input counter using Modbus and emboss?
Yes, 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 of course.
Okay.
Modbus. In the protocol, you find the two register to read the energy meter and the hour meter, everything.
Okay. From Marco, Mexico, for the reference CA2 DF3 DT mid is possible to use in a two-phase 220 volt system.
Can you repeat the code? Sorry.
CE2 DF3 DT MID.
C2. So okay, the C2 is this. DF3 MD. The two phase. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. The only for this one you only to pay attention of the voltages. So if you have 220 volt, you can use this.
Okay. From Josué, did you have any model that we can monitor many mobile apps?
Yeah, sorry, Matteo. Andato via l'audio.
Do you have any model that we can monitor from any mobile app?
Is the same as the other question. All the energy meter have a Modbus communication. You can connect this communication to a web server. Web server are viewable on via mobile phone.
Okay.
So not actually the energy meter, but with the web server.
Christian, current with current transformer, double tariff also.
Current transformer.
Okay.
Yes. All the range. All the range you can find here, for example, here you can find the double tariff version with the current transformer.
Okay. Mohammed, can we connect remotely and display? If yes, are there any recommended types?
I don't understand the question. If you connect that remotely to the energy meter, yes,
yeah.
emboss, Modbus, these two protocols.
Okay. Mohammed, does the meter have phase sequence detection to avoid wrong connection?
No, but there is the phase angle for the current and the voltages. So you have only to check the phase angle of the voltages. If you have less or more than 120 degree between one voltage and the other, one phases and the other, there is a wrong connection. So it's very simple. There isn't an error, but there is a more specific parameter. So it's also more easily to find the error with the angle distortion.
Mehdi, sorry, I don't know if the pronunciation is correct. Mehdi. Hello, what is the difference between emboss and Modbus?
Yeah, they are two different protocols. So they are two, in simple way, two different languages to speak with the energy meter.
Boris, could the Konto D4 be used with voltage transformer in a voltage above 400 volts IT system?
Sorry, Matteo, I lose another.
Could the Konto D4 be used with voltage transformer in voltage above 400 volts IT system?
Yes. As I say, you can use this version, the Konto D4 CT, with low or low, medium, or high voltages. So you can set. I return to the other slide here. You can set a KTV for KTV up to 3 million.
Okay. Andres, is a single phase meter with emboss protocol available?
Mid version?
No, in general. Emboss single phase.
Yes, you find here the code. The last one.
Okay. Janne, how many times you can set new current transformer values in mid meters? Is current transformers programming times limited?
How many times? There isn't a limit of how many times you can set the transformer ratio, because the MID register of energy is different to the register of energy you count with the transformer ratio. So on the MID energy meter, you have two different energy value. One, the MID, that it is not taking into account the transformer ratio of the KTA or KTB, or the current transformer or the voltage transformer. And the other one, that it is a not mid register energy, that it this take in account the value of the current transformer and the current transformer voltage. So you can change the ratio all the time you want, and every time this value reset it, but the mid value doesn't reset it.
Question from Lawrence. Will there be test reports available for no mid models?
Yes, of course. We have we use the code DC01. It's a test, a compliant test that he say he pass all the tests on the EN 61506.
Oleksi, sorry for my pronunciation again. Oleksi, what does it mean for one pulse input for gas and water?
He say that you can log, you can take pulse from a third-party meter like gas or water meter. This meter generate a pulse every metrical cube of water or gas. This pulse go into the energy meter. So with one energy meter, you can count the electricity plus the water, the gas, and this pulse go to a Modbus. So you can remotely have the consumption of the electricity plus the energy of plus the water of the gas of a third-party instrument. So you can easily make you can remotely the water consumption or the gas consumption with only one instrument.
Josue, do we have to open special port or any port on router for the web browser?
We speak about it in the next webinar for the when we speak about the web server.
Exactly. Ibrahim, for our meter, for how much time can it count?
For how much time?
Yes.
Our meter?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Here you can find the maximum display is 9999999959. This one here. So 99 hours, 99,000 hours, or better, 1 million hours.
Then Pranas, pulse input for water meter only works with Modbus meters or also with emboss?
The pulse input?
Yes.
Only with Modbus. Only
Okay.
with.
I think for the moment we have answered everything. I wanted to give some answer myself.
But there is a question about Stefan Brugger. I see.
Please, Stefan.
On the Modbus address, the X code for different values are the same as the old Kontos. Yes. you can set on the new energy meter. You have two different protocol. One with this BTC standard. So if you have an old BTC energy meter or multifunction, it follow the line that the register start from 5,000, or the old gamma, old range of the energy meter that start from 1,000. So yeah, you can choose these two different protocols.
Marco Vicente, for the installation of these equipments in a panel board, I only need the protection device, MCB, MCCB, and next connect these equipments.
Yes,
No.
surely, yes.
I give some answers that are more related to availability and to next developments. So Marcin asked the availability of emboss. Okay, the situation today, to be very clear, is the following. All the Modbus models, both MID and non-MID, are completely available. We have a very good stock in our logistic hub in Italy. Okay, so you can order without any problem these models. Regarding emboss, the release of the new model is not yet defined. So for the emboss, for the moment, please order the current models. We had, because of COVID, a problem with a component coming from China. We will resolve this problem during the month of May. So if you place your orders on emboss current range, you will have the shipments, you will receive the shipments during June. Of course, we will keep you updated about the launching, the completion of the new range with also the emboss references. Then regarding developments, Franz is asking us Ethernet on board. We are working on this, Franz, and today what we can do today is provide an interface for the TCP/IP let's say connection. Jonathan from UK asks single phase 100 ampere. It's a good question. As you saw during the presentation of Stefano, we have the 63 direct and the 125. Actually, we have a model which for the 100, but it's a 6 modules. It's a D6 range, so it's a 6 modules. Our research and development will take in charge in their roadmap also a 4 modules 100 ampere, but of course it's a new project. I cannot give you any information today about a possible date of launch of this. But from my side, I answered to the questions I noted. Marco is asking, is possible to use aluminum cables or only copper cables?
I just answer. You can use both.
Okay. For Dina, for new metering, is it available with post-paid and prepaid management?
Can you answer you? It's no. No, it's not possible.
Okay, from my side, an update about the situation here due to the COVID. You know that Italy has been severely impacted. It was the first country in Europe to be so strongly impacted by the COVID. We faced a period not easy to manage because we had, of course, to close the factory. We had to close the warehouse. Now, the good news I want to give you, very good news, is that our warehouse is working since several weeks. The factory started working recently for a big programmed order for one particular customer, but from the next week, the factory will work for every customer. So we can consider, let's say, really the phase 2 of this critical situation to being started also for us. And we will be able to produce and to ship your orders. So I want really to give this reassurance message. An interesting question, Stefano, from Mohamed, regarding this meters application. Who are the target customers?
The target customer, as I say, so you can find here application cases: industrial application, onboard machine, electrical vehicle, residential. Energy meter are the basic of the measure. So I think everything you find something to measure.
Okay, I just want to conclude the Q&A because we have 3 minutes left. Can you show, please, Stefano, the team, the export team slide with the coordinates?
Here we can. Yes.
Yeah, so for everybody, whatever question you were not able to make today, whenever, please, you feel free to contact any one of those email or phone numbers. We will provide you the answer you need. Stefan, I think we can go to the final slide.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Exactly. So first of all, we thank you very much. It was really wonderful for us to start this webinar series with you, that you are so active, so interested. I say goodbye, but see you very soon. In 1 week, we will meet again. And the topic will be multifunction meters and protocol communication, because our multifunction meters speak in many different languages, not just Modbus, emboss, also Profibus, Loanworks, BACnet. We have interfaces for KNX and TCP/IP. So see you next week, same day, same hour. You will receive after this webinar an email with the link to download the webinar itself and a customer survey about this webinar. So feel free to criticize or give us your feedback. Be very open, because we want to improve our service to you. So
it's very important. Yeah.
Bye, guys. Bye, everybody. See you
Have
next
a nice
week.
day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.